Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 26th of December, 2020. This is just my weekly video where I go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily charts using the high probability and divergence trading methods. So it is the day after Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everyone. Hopefully you all got through it all right. It was a big day for us. So let's have a look at what's happening first up. I'll just have a quick look at the news first up. It is the Christmas week. So here's the Forex factory. And as you can see, it's a holiday, bank holiday in Australia, New Zealand, the UK and Canada. So not much will be happening at all on Monday. Nothing Tuesday or Wednesday. Thursday, more holidays. Then Friday is New Year's Eve. So the markets will be closed. So it's going to be a quiet week. No news as such. Probably not a good time to trade. If you're a day trader, you just take the week off basically. But I'm not a day trader. I trade the daily chart, so we just keep on trucking through. It's no worries at all. So let's first have a look at my setups. You can read this. It just explains what all the different colored lines, the indicators, etc. are on the charts. You can just pause the video, have a read, or take a screenshot. I'll put it up at the end. I generally explain things as I go along anyway, so you're not going to miss too much. But it's just explains everything on my charts, the MAs, the indicators, the colours of the lines, etc. So you can just have a pause the video, read that. All my trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet. Everyone's got access to that spreadsheet. There's a link to it in the description of the video. It's in Google Drive, the actual spreadsheet. All the trades I do call on these daily charts are also called at the time in my Facebook group and Telegram channels, and also the management of those trades are called in those groups. So you go all the way through the trade from start to finish. Everyone's got access to those groups also. If you wish to join, there's links to that in the description of the video also. Big welcome to everyone that's new to either the Facebook group, Telegram channel, or the YouTube channel. Thanks very much. And if you do like these videos, please hit the like button or the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. So let's get on to the charts. So this is TradingView. As you all know, that's what I use for my analysis these days. This is the watch list on the right. If it's highlighted in orange, means something's happened that I've got to explain on either the Facebook group or to you guys on the video. If there's something highlighted in pink, means I'm going to do something on the following day, when the market's open. And if there's blue, means there's trade on, no highlight, no trade on. So this is my watch list in alphabetical order. These are all the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame. So let's have a look here. Now you'll see S2. If you read that Word document, S2 means sequence 2. So previously I used to use a hedging technique on every trade setup. And so this is an old signal, starts back here, and this is the Aussie Swiss Franc. Starts back here, sequence 1. You can read my notes on the charts. It's just going nowhere fast, and I can't get out of it at the moment. So my last signal was actually a sell on this red line here. So you can see it was the sequence 3 sell from the 23rd of December. So I took a sell here, and it was stopped out. The stop was just above here. It got stopped out on Friday. So I took a loss of $24 on that sell there. You see the MACD platinum's above the zero level. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. The zero level being this dotted line here. So sequence 1's an old long-going sequence. It's got a break even at 63989. You can see you can read the notes here, all the different trades, what levels I entered. So the break even for that's down at 63989, which is round about here somewhere. I should probably draw a yellow line on there. It's around about there for sequence 1. Overall break-evens is solid yellow line. So you can see the overall break-even up here. That's it at 63381. That's what I'm total trades, a negative 0.25 short. My profit to date is the overall profit on this pair I've made since I started trading this pair. My base lot's 0.02, so about 20 cents a pip. So it's a lot of pips that make up that $796. So in the meantime, I took this sell here. sequence 2, sorry, is a buy, which was in here, and it's got a stop in place there. So I've already taken half the profit off that and moved my stop up. And at the moment, I will just trail my stop up if this goes up, and that'll help offset a bit of this loss on that sequence 3 trade, sell trade. I'll look for another opportunity to take a sell here if the regular divergence stays in place. So this divergence price is going up. At this stage, the MACD is lower. So it's regular divergence there. That's the Aussie Swiss. So the reason it's highlighted in yellow is because I've stopped out and I haven't advised the Facebook group or the Telegram channels yet. I've just updated the spreadsheet and it's all up to date. All right, Aussie Japanese Yen in a sell trade here, similar to Aussie Swiss. You can read my notes, regular bearish divergence, a sell, stop in place up there, going against me at the moment. The Aussie's on the way up at the moment. If it breaks this high here, I'll be a little bit concerned. I might get a buy signal and I'll just close it out before it hits a stop. Aussie New Zealand, no trades at the moment. I was in a buy and I accidentally closed it. It's gone nowhere since I closed it, so it's no big deal. Red lines. Now, there's no, even though it's in place, it hasn't been confirmed yet because there's been no red dot on the QMP filter. So there's red and green dots. Until there's a red dot there, all I do is adjust this line every day. If it went up like this, then it's no longer up higher. It's no longer valid divergence. I just delete the lines. But I just like to put the lines in place as I go from day to day. Green lines, big number, so it's a 10400 level. Probably add different ones there. It's just traded down there. Yeah, so no trades on at the moment. It's a slow moving pair. It's a pretty easy pair to trade, so I don't mind trading it. That's the Aussie New Zealand. Aussie USD, another one like the Aussie Swiss, and you'll also see a couple other pairs where I've got old sequences from back here. So sequence 1's all the way back here. A lot of trades happening. I'm having trouble getting out of this for some reason. I normally like trading this pair. So my last trade on the right edge was the sequence 2 sell. Started off nicely, but last couple of days, a couple of bullish candles there. Yeah, the MACD platinum's still above the 0 level, so we're about break even on that. Overall break even's down here. We just can't seem to get any downward thing. I've got a bit of a bias on the Aussie, and I don't particularly like saying that because I tend to always say trade what you see and not what you think. But I think the Aussie at the 75 cent level is getting a bit too high for the Aussie government and the Reserve Bank. But I'm not a finance sort of guy, so that doesn't really. I should have I should get that out of my head, but I just can't seem to get it out of my head. But anyway, we've made some good money on this pair, and we'll just keep on plodding along. It's a pair I like trading. CAD Swiss. You've all heard my videos. I've in the all the way back here, I've got these 5 buy trades, sequence 1. For some reason, I let them slide, then we had COVID, and I've stuck with them. So there's 5 buy trades. The good thing is there's positive swap on them. So there's no, I'm not losing any money on the overnight interest. So I just keep them open until I can work a way out how to either just close them, take the hit, or I can recover a bit in profit through other trading. So in the meantime, I've been in this sequence 2, seems to be forever. It gets very close to my break even, like here a couple of days there it sort of poked down through the break even just for the sequence 2, but it wasn't enough to cover the swap, so I stayed in. Now I'm probably going to pay for it because on Monday we'll have a buy signal. So that changes things a bit. So I've had a bit of a think about it. So Monday there'll definitely be a buy signal there. So you can see here, sequence 2 closed the 6th and 7th sell trade, so 6 and 7. That'll give me a small loss of probably about $30, $40. It just comes off that profit there, no big deal. Then I'll take a new buy, new 6 buy trade for 0.16. So that'll change things. It'll change my profit. It'll change my break even. It'll push it up here somewhere. And also I'll take a new sequence 3 buy trade, and it'll stop in place because I've got hidden divergence. Now, you can see here, we've got higher lows on price, and it's basically a double bottom on the MACD platinum. So there's divergence. Technically, it's a hidden bullish divergence, and if the market opens pretty close to where it closed, then I'll just take the buy there, no stop. MACD Platinum's below the zero level. It's not a great setup, but it'll add to this, and we'll try and get the break even up here somewhere, and we'll try and push through and clear this sequence too, which is just dragging out. So that's the CAD Swiss. That's why it's highlighted in pink. I'm taking action on the market open, which you can read there. CAD Yen, what I mean here, I'm in a sell here. You can read the notes. I've already closed half and moved my stop down. This, you can see this grey line was a previous sell. I took a loss of $24, so I'm trying to recover a bit of that loss. It's not a big moving pair. I haven't made a great deal on it, only $170.42, but it moves pretty nicely. So, and I'm not a big fan of the Canadian currency, as a lot of you know by now. Again, I've started drawing my trend lines for a possible hidden bullish divergence. You can see here, you can line them up. The MACD is now well lower than that level, and price is, the low here is higher. So that's hidden bullish divergence. If I get a buy signal there, then I'll probably close this sell completely, or just bring the stop right down and take a buy there, but nothing happening yet. Euro Aussie caused me a bit of grief in a sequence one from back here. There's a few of the horizontal lines are not there. It's just cluttering up the chart, but the trades are where the lines are, so you can pretty much work out it's the open and the next candle. So in a big sequence here, overall break evens up here, this yellow, solid yellow line. I seem to get close to it sometimes, but then it reverses. It usually does the opposite to the Aussie USD. So Aussie USD, as you remember, is going up. So this will be going down. My last trade was this sequence 2 buy, which is going against me, and you can see it's based on regular bullish divergence. So I've got a stop in place there. Looks like it's going against me. I've made some good profit on this pair, so it's not too bad. You can see my profit up here, 1,700. It's a pair I don't mind trading, and even I'll fess up to some of my mistakes here too. I missed a trade. I sell trade on there. I should have been in, but that happens sometimes. Euro CAD, I'm in a buy here. I've read my notes, already closed half, moved my stop up. It's just about to turn. The MACD Platinum's above the zero level. Looks like it's about to turn. It's just a sort of support level. See if it's resistance level. Now it broke through. See if it holds. If it doesn't, I'll just get rid of it. It's no big deal. So it's a pair I don't mind trading, Euro CAD. Right, next one's Euro Pound. No trades at the moment. Last signal was this sell signal, and it's bang, bang. I didn't take it. I made notes. I mentioned it in one of my, I can't speak, one of my Facebook posts. Just there's too much volatility with the pound at the moment regarding Brexit news and the lockdown in the UK. So I'm just going to hang off a bit on a few of these pairs. It's a pair I don't mind trading. This big number here is a 90-cent level, so that's why that's a green line there. There's notes there somewhere. Right, Euro Yen. I'm in a sell from here, and for over a week it's just gone sideways. Poked up close to my stop. It didn't happen. I took the sell based on this big resistance level up here, previous high. You can read it there, nice resistance level. And there was a previous loss on this pair, as you can see by this. So first sell, which was this grey line, I'll just leave it on there for my information that I knew I've already taken one trade. Trying to recover some of that loss, that's all. Sequence 2, the MACD Platinum stayed above the zero level, heading towards the zero level now, and now there's more divergence forming. So it's going nowhere fast, the Euro Yen. Euro New Zealand in a sell here. Went against me. I didn't have a stop in place because it's got hidden bearish divergence based on that. You can see it there clearly, no stop. And it's now heading down to the entry level, which is good. And the MACD Platinum starting to roll over to the downside, which is good. So hopefully that'll continue down and get us some profit. Euro USD in a sell up here, higher risk trade. You can read it there, trading into the MAs, regular bearish divergence. You can see it clearly there. And we've got a stop in place up there. Just plodding along on the euro. Pound Aussie, no trades. Last signal was a buy. It was a high risk trade, even I like this. I like this support level here, as before, the Brexit news and all that. MACD Platinum still below the zero level, so I could still consider a buy in here if I wanted to. But at the moment, nothing going. Pound Swiss in a buy in here, went against me, didn't hit my stop. Now it's popped up nicely last couple of days, and it's the MACD Platinum's getting closer to the zero level, where then I'll consider closing half, bringing my stop up tighter. So it's a Pound Swiss in a buy, heading in the right direction. Pound Yen, I'll probably extend this line across here. See, it's a previous sort of resistance level. In a buy here, again, it's gone against me. I didn't have a stop in there because I've got hidden bullish divergence. You see it here, higher lows on price and lower lows on the MACD Platinum just. So definitely hidden bearish, bullish divergence, and we're going up at the moment, and we've got another green dot, so it helps confirm that we're going up, but the MACD Platinum is very close to the zero level, so it doesn't give me that much wiggle room. Pound New Zealand, now this is one of my problem pairs. I'm in a lot of trades, as you can see. Sequence 1, sequence 2, a little bit hard to see though. I can move them a little bit. Hang on a sec, that helps. That might help. So sequence 1, sequence 2 is here. We've got, let's have a look. It's been stuck in this a long time. Sequence 1's all the way back here, sequence 2's here, sequence 3 is here. A lot of trades, but it's all pretty tight, which is good, which I don't mind. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Last trade was this buy on sequence 3, so we'll look at that first. And it was based on, it's a high risk trade, regular bullish divergence, trading against the trend. Stop and place there. Entries on this blue line here, this one here, so we're just above it at the moment. Now, the good thing is I've made some money on this pair, so $9,277. So I'm just trying to eventually work my way to these. I don't mind trading my way out of this pair. It's a pair I don't mind. I'm sort of repeating myself here. It's a pair I like trading, so I've just got to see how it goes. I've made a couple of errors, and I've missed a couple of opportunities to get out of overall break even. So even if I could get out with a loss of $2,000, I still $7,000 in profit, if you know what I mean. But in the meantime, I'm just working the right edge of the chart, trying to work my way out of this sequence, keep on adding to this profit, hopefully. So it looks a messy chart. It looks like a lot of a mess, but it's not really. There is a method to my madness. And like I always say, this hedging is high risk, so it's not for everyone. You don't have to do it. I just do it to show a few different examples, and I'm slowly, as I said, working my way out of hedging and just doing it when I've got hidden divergence, nothing else. In the meantime, I've got these old sequences I've got to work my way out of. So if you've been with me for a while, you'll know what these videos get very repetitive because I'm talking about the same sequences every week. But like I said, there's plenty of profit there, which is good. Right, pound USD, sequence 1 was here, and it was based on hidden bearish divergence initially. Got close to the overall break even a few times, but the pound's been all over the place in the last week or so. The uncertainty with the Brexit news is just making it tough to trade. So last signal was this sell here, which I took, which was that 5th sell. So my break even's at this yellow dotted line, so it's not that far away. And in the meantime, it's turned up and headed up again. There's a grey line here. It's a warning signal because there's a green dot on the MACD Platinum, but it's right on the zero level. You can see my notes, like the 5th sell could have been a standalone trade based on the regular divergence. I didn't take it because it's close to Christmas and Brexit's still in the air, not worth the risk. So you can read my notes there. Again, good profit on this pair, just over $9,000. It's a pair I do like to trade. New Zealand CAD, in a buy trade here. Hidden bullish divergence, hence no stop. So you can see the bullish divergence there, price going up, MACD going down. So buy went against me initially, now it's popped up nicely, now heading up. MACD Platinum's on the way up towards zero level. I'll just wait and see how it pans out. Hopefully break this previous high here. The only thing I didn't like about it was generally I like to see price come back closer to the MAs. In this case, this is at least the 50 MA, EMA. So it didn't come down but it's still a valid signal with that hidden bullish divergence. Just got to keep a closer eye on it, because generally price does come back to the MAs, then bounces off. New Zealand yen highlighted in pink, must mean something's happening. Yeah, this one's been causing me a bit of grief lately. I took one sell, took a loss of $11. So the sell was in there, loss of $11. Then I've had another go at it based on this nice little top here and the divergence, even though the MACD platinum's below the zero level, and it's gone against me. On Monday, there's a new buy signal here. On Monday, you can see the green dot on the QMP filter. MACD platinum's below the zero level. So on Monday, close the sequence one sell for another loss and open a sequence one buy trade. No stop, it's hidden divergence. So you can see the price going up, MACD going down. So hidden bullish divergence. The only thing I don't like, again, price hasn't come back to the MAs close enough for my liking. I was considering keeping the sell on, but now I thought, nah, I might as well close it and take the buy. Even though I'm not convinced about this buy signal, it's a valid signal because of that hidden bullish divergence. There's a stop up there, so it hasn't got the stop, or unless it gaps up or something like that. But I'll just close out the sell for a loss. Made a few dollars on it, so it's a slow moving pair, but it's generally all right. All right, let's move that down to the 70 level because that's where it is in there. New Zealand USD, like the Aussie USD, like I said, I'm in an old sequence here that I probably still shouldn't be, but I am. So my overall break-in is here. I've got to work my way out of it. And in the meantime, there's another break-in. What's that there for? Sequence 2. Where's sequence 2? I've lost the sequence. There it is. So there's sequence 2. We'll fix that up. Should check that. All right, so sequence 2 is here, and it was based on hidden bearish divergence. Hence, we've got a sequence of trades. The break-even for that is this yellow dotted line. And the last trade was a sell, which was on both, but it's gone against me. And it's like the Aussie. This thing's going up, and the MACD is going down and down. But, who knows? And it does move pretty similar to the Aussie USD. It's funny how close they are. So the green dotted line there is a 70-cent level. So just got to keep an eye on it. And it's a pair I don't mind trading. I made 1,800 on it, so I don't mind trading it. So we just got to be patient and wait for the right signals, and eventually we'll get something that'll get us to this break-even level. Right, I'll just skip the Swissy. I always leave the Swissy to last because it's my pet hate. So we'll just jump to the USD Japanese Yen, or the Yen. It's a pair I like trading, but I haven't liked it lately for a couple of months now, but I generally don't have too much drama with it. So sequence one's a sell, which is this one in here with a stop, a very tight stop just above the entry. I've already closed half, so that's all right. And my next trade, sequence 2, was this buy. It was a high risk trade. You can read my notes there, but nice support level, double bottom, partial hedge with sequence 1 sell. So here's your little support level here. Sequence 2, there's a stop in place for sequence 2 buy. This yellow line is the overall break even for both trades because it's positive 0.01. As long as price remains above that yellow line, I can close both trades in profit. So it's going all right. So that's the yen, and the MACD platinum's just below the zero level, but it's going nowhere. It's just gibbering around. Right, USD Swiss Franc, my pet hate. This is the pair. It's doing my head in. I'm in a lot of trades, a lot of sequences. You can see from all the way, sequence 1 actually starts here. So I'm in all these trades, big cluster of trades up here prior to COVID, and it's starting to get another cluster of trades down here after COVID, well, not after COVID, but after the COVID move. So sequence 5 is the last trade. Well, we'll start with sequence 4. You can read my notes here. Sequence 4 is a sell, and it's got to stop and play. So no drama. I've locked in a bit of profit there, which is good. Sequence 5 is this buy in here a couple of days ago. It's got to stop in place. You can read the notes there. Partial hedge with the sequence 4 sell. So that's okay. So these two are fine. No problem. Sequence 1, sequence 2, and sequence 3 are a little bit of a problem. They've got big break-even levels up higher. Look, I don't think I'll get the break-even anytime soon. It's overall break-ins 97846. So that's up here somewhere, 97846, up in this area here. That's not going to happen anytime soon. But in the meantime, we just got to add to the profits. We've made 7,660 on this pair, so we're just chewing into, adding to it, which is great. So as long as we keep on the right side with my latest trades, I can just keep on closing them, and eventually we'll get profit, add the profit, where I can start looking at closing some of these trades. There is a lot happening on this pair. It's got away from me, and like I said, I started hedging a lot of sequences a while ago, and this is one pair that is causing me a bit of I'm not losing sleep over it, but it's going to take a fair bit of work to get out of it. It's a pair I don't particularly like trading, so if I ever do clear it, I'll remove it from my watch list. Yeah, it's just a pair I struggle with sometimes, always have. But you can see a lot happening there. But as I said, we're adding to the profit, and it's just a matter of keep on having a bit of a think. And trading off the daily charts gives you plenty of time to think. So there's no rush to make trading decisions, etc. You can sit down with a pen and paper, do the maths, and see what's the best scenario, have a plan, think ahead. It's like a game of chess where you sort of plan 1 or 2 moves ahead. That's the USD Swiss Franc. So let me bring up the Word document again. Which one? That one. So you can read those notes again if you're a bit confused with any of those colours or the lines of what they meant. That's everything on my charts. And like I say, I call these trades live, share the results in a spreadsheet. Any trades I take, I also take a screenshot and post them in the groups, and also save them to a shared folder. If you're in the Facebook group, go to the files folder for the group. You'll find all the information in there. And yeah, so happy to help wherever I can. So any of you guys that want any help with trading, or you've got questions, feel free to hit me up on any of those social media platforms or in the comments of the YouTube video. More than happy to help. Thanks to everyone that's been a part of the JAGfx experience, and enjoy the rest of your Christmas or festive season if you do celebrate Christmas, and look forward to the new year, and hopefully we'll make some pips in 2021. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Cheers.